Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
But we are gearing up for the return of a tradition here in downtown Detroit. Of course, we're talking about the 4th fireworks as we give you a live look at the Detroit riverfront. Well, it's going to look a lot different in about 8 hours or so, because for the first time since the pandemic, the show is back downtown and crowds are welcome. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News here at noon. I'm Evrod Casimay. We start there, and the city's saying the Belle Isle and Hart Plaza will be your best spots to view everything. Belle Isle's going to open for cars at 2, so in just under 2 hours. And most of the roads and freeways here into downtown Detroit will close at 6 o'clock tonight, so you'll definitely want to leave early if you're coming out here to watch. Now, if you're not going downtown to watch, Local 4 is your home for the big show. And you can watch Devin, Kimberly, and Karen starting at 8 o'clock right here on Local 4 and online at clickondetroit.com and streaming on Local 4 Plus. Let's get out live to Local 4's Rod Maloney. He joins us now at Hart Plaza with Detroit's police chief and the man responsible for much of this show, Tony Michaels with the Parade Company. Rod, well, you look very fireworks ready.
I am, and what could be better? 1 degrees, bright blue skies, no threatening storms, and we're back downtown for Detroit's signature event. Tony Michaels, the head of the Parade Company, come on in. Tell me a little bit about what we can expect tonight, what your sense of anticipation is here.
I'll tell you what, we are so happy to be back in downtown Detroit, of course, and the biggest show we've ever put on, and so many great partners and so many great things, along with our great Detroit Police Department. I have to tell you, we have the best chief in America and the greatest police department. And coming together has been phenomenal.
And you wanted safety out here today.
Absolutely.
We got the fences up. It's a weapons-free zone. We got the signs up. We got the magnetos up, and you're wanting to make sure that this stays quiet, calm, and a great time.
Absolutely. This is a family event. That's what this is all about. It's a 64-year tradition in this city, and we want people safe. And who better than this amazing police chief and his team?
Sure, Chief, come on in. Tell me a little bit about what you're saying. The expectation is about 250,000 people or so tonight?
Well, it could be. As, we look at data. We looked at what the numbers looked like before COVID and a number of other factors, weather and things like that. We're going to have beautiful weather today, so we're anticipating good weather and pre-COVID numbers, so you could see significant numbers of people down here.
What about in terms of safety and your goal for a family fun event, safety, and not having some of the situations that we had seen in years past?
Well, let me start with saying it starts with public-private partnerships, right? Mr. Michaels and the Parade Company have been tremendous partners in this. My goal is security, safety for everyone, families, bringing families down. We've got City Shield Security, who's going to be running the entry points. Fantastic organization that's going to be working with us, so we're excited. And we want families. You see families behind me, they're waiting to get in. In fact, we should make sure that they get in and get the best seat in the house because they are super early.
They're here early.
But yes, you're right. We don't want any problems, but it's a family-friendly event. Come down, have a good time, and enjoy our fireworks.
All right, Chief, thank you so much. We're grateful for you. Tony, thank you so much for coming on down. And there you have it. They're getting ready, and they'll be opening the doors here this afternoon. This family came early. They get the first seat. How lucky for them, especially the lady with that broken ankle. But anyway, so it's Ford Fireworks tonight here on Local 4 if you can't make it downtown. And if you come downtown, expect to go through the metal detectors here. Reporting live at Hart Plaza, Rod Maloney.
Yes, I would hope that they would get the best seat there about 8 hours early, Rod. Just along with you there. Fantastic. Rod is very excited for the fireworks there. He's ready to go, as are they. And we want to bring in Brandon Rue now with your fireworks forecast. It's looking really good for this show, Brandon.
We have to fire up Storm Tracker 4 because it's not a Ford fireworks without the threat of storms, right? But you heard from Rod, Tony, and the chief, all in the know. Either they're meteorologists or they've been paying attention. Not much going on. Upper 60s to near 70 degrees, 71 Ann Arbor and Adrian. Little bit of a breeze. And they worry about that for the fireworks as well. It will not be an issue as that sun is going down later tonight. But the northwest winds right now are creating a little more cloud cover, especially in our north zone. We're looking at 76 for a high. Plenty of sunscreen if you're heading out, even though it's not all that warm. And a jacket or sweatshirt, Evrod, as temps tumble tonight into the 60s.
All righty, Brandon, thank you for the heads up there. Right now, we want to get to breaking news that we're following for you in the case of the parents of the accused Oxford High School shooter. A judge has decided to keep the trial for James and Jennifer Crumbley in Oakland County, and that was just one of the big decisions that was made in a court hearing this morning. Local 4's Sean Late was in the courtroom for us, and he joins us now live with these breaking details. Sean?
Everard, let's get right to it. An extremely high-stakes hearing for the Crumbley parents, and I can tell you what, James Crumbley, the father here, extremely emotional and animated during today's hearing, and a lot going on, as you mentioned. Let's get right to it. Let's take you inside this courtroom. The accused Oxford High School shooter's parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley, involuntary manslaughter charges, prosecutors say, for providing the gun, allegedly, in the shooting to their son. The gun used in the shooting allegedly provided by the parents to the son. Lawyers for James and Jennifer Crumbley winning their argument to limit pre-trial publicity in this case. Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald, she's been very vocal about the case, speaking with the media, the judge ordering her and everyone involved in the case to no longer speak with the media. All comments must be made in front of her in court. However, lawyers for the parents could not get explosive evidence from their son's journal tossed from the trial. His writings will be used in evidence. Crumbley's argued they can't get a fair trial here in Oakland County. They wanted to move the trial, and the judge said no.
The level of pretrial publicity and the number of prospective jurors that might have been directly affected by the Oxford shooting alone is not enough to warrant a change of venue before conducting voir dire. Oakland County is not a small community and is sufficiently diverse to weigh against a finding of presumed prejudice. It's well established that pretrial publicity alone does not warrant a change of venue.
So the trial, for now, stays right here in Oakland County. The trial date is set for October. The very last thing, Evrod, that happened before the judge dismissed today's hearing is that the attorneys for the Crumbley parents, they said that they will be calling the accused Oxford High School shooter to the stand in the parents' trial here. They said to defend the parents, not to throw him under the bus. Much more to hash out live at 5 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, we'll definitely be waiting and seeing what happens next in this case, as everyone will. Thank you, Sean. Let's get you an update now on this hit and run involving a pregnant woman. Southfield police tell us that that woman has died from her injuries, but the baby has survived. Her baby has been upgraded to stable condition from critical condition at first. The woman was hit by a car in the parking lot of the Country Court Apartments on Greenfield Road, right near 696 yesterday. The driver took off but was later taken into custody and then released. Southfield police are asking for anyone with information to come forward. And now to the fallout from the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Many federal and state lawmakers are trying to figure out what's next after the Supreme Court undid 50 years of precedent. Taking a live look now from the High Court, or at the High Court, where you can see people are still out there protesting. A smaller crowd than what we saw over the weekend, though. Blaine Alexander's in Washington with the intense reaction from both sides.
Well, after the Supreme Court decision on Friday, we started seeing changes in some states almost immediately. In fact, at least 10 states restricted access to abortion. Almost immediately after that ruling, 9 states banned the procedure outright. In fact, I spoke with a clinic director in Huntsville, Alabama, who tells me that once that decision came down, he had to walk into the waiting room where there were women already waiting and let them know that they would no longer be able to be seen. He described a range of emotions, saying that people were in disbelief, others burst into tears. Now, there are some states where this is going to take effect in the coming days. Tennessee and Idaho, for instance, their trigger law set to take effect in less than 30 days. And then there are others where the procedure, or rather where the change is underway, where it's already started. Here in the state of Georgia, the Attorney General has asked a court to allow a law to take effect that would reduce abortion access from 20 weeks down to 6. So those are the things that are already taking place across the country. Now, certainly, we know that Americans, a new poll out just today from NPR and PBS NewsHour shows that a majority of Americans disapprove of the court's opinion, about 56%. The other issue, of course, that people are watching, the question of abortion pills by mail. It's something that some states are already trying to crack down on. But the Biden administration says because these are FDA-approved pills, FDA-approved medication, states cannot ban that medication. It's an issue that will likely end up in court. Back to you.
Blaine, thank you. Just in, the Supreme Court has ruled a school district cannot stop a football coach from playing on the field after a game. The case was sparked by the firing of a coach in Washington State, and the court ruled 6-3 along ideological lines, saying that that coach is allowed to pray, and that prayer was protected by the First Amendment. Let's talk gas prices now, because if you are looking to fill up your tank ahead of the big travel weekend, you will still be paying more than $5 a gallon here in Michigan. But prices are dipping. AAA is reporting the average price for a gallon of gas in Michigan is down $5.05 per gallon. Here in Metro Detroit, the average price is $5.15 a gallon. That is 11 cents less than this time last week. And if you are flying this weekend, you'll definitely want to stick around. The mass flight cancellations continue, and we've got to look at all the chaos at the airport and what to know if you're traveling. But first, WNBA basketball star Brittany Griner appeared in a Russian court and learns when she's going to face trial for a drug arrest. That's coming up next.